Data from Dealogic shows that the four companies named by the regulator, Hainan Airlines, Anbang Insurance, Dalian Wanda Group, and Fosun Group, between them accounted for 56 billion yuan of outbound investment over the past 5 years. Reports say China's banks will look into these companies' credit situation and come up with an analysis of any potential risks. Companies involved saw their stock prices tumble yesterday, though they did recover today. One industry analyst says the risk analysis is in line with the authorities' determination to step up regulation in the financial sector.
If you look at the Lujiazui Forum this year, you can see that the financial sector is going from excessive innovation to a more prudent regulatory style. In fact, there are examples you can look at, like when the authorities started to further regulate the local debt problem, they carried out several in-depth investigations. What the banking regulator is doing now is just the same, probing.
Of the four companies, Dalian Wanda Group's overseas expansion has focused on the entertainment business, including the purchase of AMC and Legendary. Anbang Insurance has invested heavily in hotels and resorts, including the Waldorf Astoria in New York and strategic hotels. Hainan Airlines made major deals in infrastructure and hotels, and Fosun Group has invested heavily in overseas real estate. In addition to the new investigations, a law firm offering consultancy on overseas M&As says the approval process for such deals has become more strict in the last 3 months.
I think there are two major concerns. One is there are some cases in which companies use overseas investment as an excuse to transfer money abroad. The other is that many companies worry that their target assets abroad will get more expensive soon, so they want to accelerate their investment before that happens. But in that way, it hurts the country's foreign exchange reserves.
The country's forex reserves shrank by $320 billion last year when the yuan weakened by 6.5% against the US dollar. The authorities' latest measure regulating cross-border money flows has been the monitoring of offshore use of bank cards. Banks will have to report overseas bank card transactions of above 1,000 yuan starting in September. China's forex reserves stood at $3.05 trillion at the end of May, the fourth month in which the figure has shown an increase. Mi Jiayi, ICS for CGTN, Shanghai.